Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Casey Stadium, where the finals of the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships continue. I'm Cameron Walter, and I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we will play today, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. It is my pleasure to introduce for you the Women's Grand Final between Queensland and Victoria, and please join me in congratulating the umpire who will stand in today's Grand Final, Shane Rook. And introducing first, led out by their captain, Nicole Martin, Victoria. And their opponent, the defending champions, led out by their captain, Megan Dixon, Queensland. And on behalf of Cricket Australia and everyone here today, best of luck to both sides ahead of the Grand Final. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please be upstanding. It is time for the Australian National Anthem. And there you have it, folks, the National Anthem ahead of the Women's Grand Final here at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. Thanks so much for your company. I'm Cameron Walter and very pleased to be joined on commentary this afternoon by the legend, the Hall of Famer, Jude Coleman. Jude, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Cam.
Great to have you with us ahead of the final, and it's going to be a cracker, folks. Can't wait to see this outcome. Let's have a look at the two lineups that will take the court today, starting with Victoria. Their captain is Nicole Martin. Joining her on the court is Adelaide Campion, Danielle Montague, Ella Balch, Isabella Webber, Laura Shaw, Madeline Wright and Jess Adams. The Queensland side is captained by Megan Dixon. Sorry, they actually haven't ticked her as being selected, but she is playing the game. She's joined by Kat Dixon, Sam Dixon, Delane Yohe, Ash Doble, Emily Valance, Ricky Lee Rimington and Chelsea Gann. The umpire for the match is Shane Rook. We'll have a look at the two times these two sides have played each other throughout this week. Queensland, of course, finishing on top and advancing straight through to this final. Victoria had to get ahead of South Australia on the last ball in the prelim final last night. But head-to-head, Queensland have come up with the chocolates both times, 126 to 81. I've loaded the wrong score sheet there. 126 to 81 and 103 to 56. So deserved favourites, you would think, and on the hunt for their sixth title, Jude.
Yeah, they've had a very successful week. Just one little blemish against South Australia throughout the week, but they've been the form side for sure and definitely favourites today.
And as you can see on your screen, they are batting first. It's going to be Ash Doble and Remington to open the batting for Queensland. What sort of a total do you think they're looking for, Jude?
I think they'll be looking for 3 figures. Anytime you can get the opposition chasing 3 figures in a final, you're pretty confident. So I think that's what they'll be looking for early on.
And how do Victoria approach this? Queensland, as we say, they're the favourites on the hunt for their 6th title in a row. What can Victoria do to mitigate the destruction power of Queensland?
Yeah, I think they've got to get them on the back foot early. One thing Queensland does is they usually have a very solid first opening partnership. So if they can get them on the back foot early and just put a few doubts in the Queenslanders' mind, I think that's the best chance for the Vics.
All right, we're just about set to go here at Casey Stadium. It's Queensland up against Victoria in the women's final. Ella Balch has the ball and we're underway. The dot ball to start, watchfully played there by Doble. Packed house here at Casey Stadium to watch the women's final unfold. Oh, 2 at one end. Victoria can't capitalise.
A lot happening, that ball.
Absolutely. Flat shot, we'll see here on the replay. It's gone into the fielder and 2 at one end. Half a chance, but the ball was out of reach of the field. It's 3rd ball now, the score has to change. It's into the net, Doble sees it off, gets her first runs, and the first runs for Queensland here in the final.
Bit of a sigh of relief there for Doble. Interesting point from the Victorians. They've started really well there, but 3rd ball at the body. A little bit easier for the batter to get something on it in that instance. Yeah,
even if you just kick it and run. Yep. Leg side there. It's Ricky Lee Remington's first delivery. And another. Let's see, Balch trying to target the legs, just pushing it too far down.
There's one thing I've noticed watching online this week. There's been quite a number of extras bowled across a number of the competitions. Shot.
First runs off the bat for Remington and brings the over to an end. It's a good start in the end there for Queensland. 8 runs from it. And we're away in the women's final here at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. If you've just tuned in, I'm Cameron Walter. We're very lucky to have Jude Coleman with us on commentary. And again, talked earlier, Victoria through to this game courtesy of a last ball victory over South Australia in the prelim final last night. Will that give them some belief here as they take on the defending champions? Maddie Wright's going to bowl the second over. Spin. What do you make of this move, Jude?
Yeah, I don't mind the move, especially early on. Batter's feet might not be going that well, and just can be a little bit of tentativeness this early on in the game.
Into the corner, a single there to Doble.
It's a really good piece of work there. Lovely shot from Doble, but Ricky Lee called no at first, but she was quick to react when she saw it in the back corner there.
Throws it right up there, Maddie Wright. Remington trying to play from the crease. Will be a dot ball.
Just giving it plenty of air. Both batters aren't really keen to come down the wicket. And you can see the two-liners are sitting a little bit deeper. That could be why.
Driven. That's great fielding. Dixon can't tell whether that got through Nicole Martin. I don't think it did. And Maddie Wright was backing her up,
Yeah,
which is
really
what I was
sure.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think it did. So 2 balls to come. Oh, an opportunity here. This should be out, and it is. Doble run out at the top. Victoria, make no mistake, they're switched on here early in the final. You see here on the replay, the ball straight to ball. She's got it back to the keeper. And 2 at one end and then 2 going to the other end. Both run out.
Yeah, good piece of work there on the leg side. Little bit of a mix-up and direct hit.
So 1 ball remains for Maddie Wright. And tentative finish to the over. -1 from it. Well bowled, Madeline Wright. And Victoria here to play in the women's final.
Yeah, great over. Really brave. Wasn't afraid to toss it up. And the Queensland girls are probably the opposite. Really tentative. Not keen to get on the front foot and get down the wicket. So really good over for Victoria.
Third over is going to be bowled by Laura Shaw. Getting in the groove at the back to the TJ. And we're back underway.
Shot.
Doble plays from the crease, down up 2 over square.
Decent line then from Laura, just a little bit short, and Doble was able to play that off the back foot.
That line, a bit more width. And Webber, the only fielder on the offside there to Remington. How good's this crowd here, Jude? There's packed stand, every spot next to the court. People sitting down, standing room only behind us. Great to see.
Yeah, it's excellent to see, and I'm sure it'll only build as the day goes on.
Oh. It'll be a dot ball.
You can see the difference in the batters, that very similar line and length to the first ball that Doble hit to the leg side. Ricky's trying to get to that offside. Made a bit of a meal of it.
It's a direct hit, but Remington well and truly home.
It's pretty quick for an old girl.
Final ball here in the third over. Oh, a missed opportunity there. Doble dragged out of a crease, trying to get to the pitch of the ball, doesn't quite get there, and don't see Maddie Wright miss too many of those. Chance goes begging.
Actually kicked off the wicket a little bit more than what Maddie was expecting, I think. It looked like it hit her in the left shoulder. Really well bowled. Queensland lucky to get away with that.
Yeah, and they'll take 8 runs from the over, still with an over to come in this opening partnership. It's going to be Maddie Wright again. Wow.
Very interesting call. I've never been a big fan of the double over to the same batters, but
me either. They have an opportunity to have a look. If things don't go well, they adjust. So this is a dice roll here for Victoria. Will fortune favour the bowled? 2 runs off the first ball to Remington.
still choosing to play her from the crease though, so it could end up being a prosperous over for Victoria if they continue to do that.
Oh. Just played in the air for a little while. Safe in the end, but importantly no run. advances to the pitch of the ball. Happy to play it into the leg side net for 2.
Much better from Doble. You could see a much more decisive first step as she came down the wicket. The first over that Maddie bowled, she was a little bit jittery with her feet, but that was much more decisive. Well played.
Yeah, enough width there for that shot. Fuller delivery. Down up 2 on the offside. 2 balls remain.
Important 2 balls in the scheme of the first innings, I think. If Queensland can come away with 25, they'll be very happy with that. If Victoria can pick up a wicket, you'd think they're sitting just a little bit on top.
I agree.
Well played.
One ball remains now. This opening pair. And I'll soak up a dot for the last ball. A fascinating contest unfolding here, folks. It's the women's grand final here at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. Victoria up against Queensland. Haven't they had a rivalry over the years? Hasn't always been these two sides in the final, but the last time someone other than Queensland or Victoria won the national title was the year 2000. New South Wales won it. And Jude, we were talking before we came on air, this is Queensland. They're vying for their 6th title in a row. You were part of the first sort of half of that little dynasty. You must be happy to see it continuing.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see the Queensland girls. There's been a lot of change over those six years. So to see them continue it on, it's something that I know the past players are really proud of.
Deservedly so. Sam Dixon and Delane Yowie, who many of you might know as Delane Carson, at the crease now for Queensland. And Yowie is, she's just like a robot. She's still playing and competing better than ever before. Great to see her at the crease for Queensland in the final. Danny Montague is going to bowl the first over.
Yeah, Dils is such an important part of the Queensland side. You know, she's fitter now than she's ever been. Coming off a little bit of a hamstring injury for this game though, so hopefully she can get through it.
Interesting to see if the Victorian side are hip to that. Looking to make her test that hammy out. Here's Montague to Yowie. Starts with a single, backward of point. Now, I believe this might be the first Opens final that our umpire Shane Rook has stood in as well. So don't hold me to that, but I believe it is. And if so, a huge congratulations to Shane Rook for that accolade. Edged and out. A wicket off the first ball to Sam Dixon. Just have a look at this, just shaping away. Sam Dixon looking to chop it for the down up. And well-judged catch. They can sing off that back net. Adams got 2 hands to it, and the first wicket in the second partnership falls.
Yeah, again, a little bit more bounce than what Sam was expecting. Got the top edge. But Dan Montague's a really important bowler for the Victorians. They'll be looking to capitalise now at the start.
Oh, again, it just floats past Shaw, who was deep behind that 3 line. This could have gone anywhere.
Excellent delivery, and Sam got away with that one, using every part of her bat.
There's a wide.
Sharp piece of work there from Maddie Wright.
Yeah, gun keeper.
Dils would be happy with that one herself.
Yeah. Saw Maddie Wright come in for an injured Dils in the World Cup final a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you're right. Was on this court in the World Cup where Dils did her ACL.
Yep. ended the tournament for her, but how lucky for Australia to be able to throw the gloves to someone of the calibre of Madeline Wright. It's better there from Sam Dixon. That'll give her some confidence. A wicket off the first ball and well, fortunate off the second to not see the same. But 5 runs from the over there for Queensland. That's important, despite the loss of that wicket. Positive scoring.
Yeah, for 6 ball over to come out with 5 and lose a wicket, that's a great over for Queensland still.
Yeah, your 5 and over gets you your 20 a pair and you're in the game immediately, especially if another pair pushes above that. It's going to be the Victoria captain, Nicole Martin. It's a wide, well left by Sam Dixon. She watched it all the way. And importantly was across, so in position to play the shot if she needed to.
You get a little bit more time to move your feet with Marto bowling than you do with Dan. She'll hate me for saying that.
Down up single to Dixon. That should be a no ball. No, she's left the crease, I think is the signal there from Shane Rook. So that's fair delivery as a consequence. Short and wide. Sam Dixon won't miss out on that. 2 runs.
Just hasn't found her length yet, Nick. She's been either too short or too full. You're hoping to close out the over with a little bit better length. Oh, unlucky not to get a wicket. That was much better.
Yeah, and to me, that's one of the consequences of fielding your 3-line fielders a little bit deeper. So ordinarily you want those fielders to end up right about there. Right, but because they are starting deeper, they're actually ending up on the line as the shot's being played. So you give up that opportunity by fielding them deeper.
And you miss that chance as well.
Exactly. And to me, the deeper field, Queensland haven't exactly shown an intent to drive there, and the ball hasn't been there. So I don't know the utility of that field at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I get a little bit frustrated. I was listening through the week in one of the men's games that I heard you commentate on around a field they had, and my frustration with it is you're almost setting a field for bad bowling, and yes, these two both like to drive, but you've got to bowl a full over pitch delivery, and whereas if you bowl a good ball, you're missing out on wickets. So
that's right. Yeah,
I'd much prefer the regulation field and back your bowlers to bowl their best delivery.
Agree, and the concern for me is this is starting to become the orthodox setup, which I just not quite sure why. It's going to be Webber, and field is even deeper now. This time it works. Safe hands of Laura Shaw. And see, what I'd point out is even if Laura Shaw was in what we're saying is where she should be, into that front court, Webber takes that catch.
Correct.
The bowler's there to take that catch. So,
yeah, definitely. I'm starting to wonder whether it's because of the court. Like, I know a lot of the girls talk about the size of this court.
Yeah.
And whether or not they feel like that's more necessary in these big, wide courts.
Yeah, that's certainly true. For those at home, this court, in particular here at this venue, by comparison to even the others, is wider. So that's why we tend to see higher scoring games. Much more room for the batters to score.
Shot.
See, even that drive, if the 3-line fielder is into the front court, they're cutting that off.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope that they'd get down to it. It is a tough one when you're trying to also protect the straighter delivery, but yeah, I think you're still not fielding it when you're fielding where you are anyway.
Yeah. Again.
That's a wicket.
Yep. That's 2 we've seen in not, ordinarily your 3-line fielders coming into the court, they'll just swallow that.
Yeah.
It's gone. Two balls remain for Webber.
Great call.
Yeah.
It's good cricket there. Really good call from Dools. At first, you didn't think there was a run, but Sam overcalled her, and it was a really good call in the end.
There's a no ball. Front foot is the call, so valuable runs there to close out the over. And again, with I think he might have dudded them a run there. He's only put no ball in the scorebook. They ran.
Yeah, well, you'd hope that someone in the Queensland side spots that.
Yeah. So I can't remember if it hit the net or not, but
it didn't. It just hit the top net,
so that
and
should
then fell.
be no ball +1. Instead, it's just a no ball.
Correct.
And yeah, he's got. Yeah, we'll come back to this, I think, but 1 run pretty important here. It's going to be Ella Balch to bowl the final over to the partnership. There's 2. Edged and taken. Adams, what a well-judged catch that is. They're tough to get down low. She has swooped on that and taken an all-important catch here for Victoria. Just a little bit of a way shape. Gets down low, secures the ball, and a big wicket late in the pair. Now, to your earlier point, Jude, that 1 run, Queensland, the sideline, have got to be hip to that. They've got to be looking at the scoreboard all the time, making sure that it reflects what's happened.
Yeah, I know. Back when I played, we used to have a score sheet.
That's
and
right.
Someone sitting off would score it, and so you generally wouldn't miss something like that.
That was literally my job when I was part of the men's setup for the ACT, watching the umpire. So.
Yep.
Hopefully that 1 run is not going to come back to bite Queensland later. It's going to be 3rd ball here, a big moment late in this partnership. We've already got a wicket off the over. Queensland will have to score here. It's going to be Balch to Yowie, who advances and hits it for 7. It doesn't even... It's a motionless response from Yowie. She's batting out of her crease already. Skips forward, gets to the pitch of the ball, and sends it to the back net for 7. And an appeal from Campion. Trying to catch Yowie wandering around out of her crease. I didn't see it, but umpire says no. 1 ball remains now. It's a single. And Balch getting to where your 3-line fielder ordinarily would be off her own bowling.
I don't think I've ever seen that before in a game.
No, that's unbelievable. So, 24 on the board for the partnership. It should have been 25. There's a run missing from that. But the scoreboard is the Bible. We'll have to take it. And an interesting contest again. There's a couple of wickets there. A big hit from Yowie to make up some runs at the end. Queensland well placed here with 46 on the board at the halfway stage here in the national final. Thanks so much for your company, folks, right around Australia, wherever you are, and perhaps even the world. I'm Cameron Walter alongside the Hall of Famer Jude Coleman. Sorry, getting the L in there twice, Jude. It's great. It's our pleasure to take you through this grand final, shaping up to be one of the classics as Kat and Megan Dixon take to the court for Queensland. How would you be feeling if you're on the Queensland sideline with 46 on the board, Jude?
Yeah, look, I think they'll be pretty happy. Like I mentioned before, runs on the board in the final are all so important. You'd be aiming for 20, but at the same time, usually I think there's been a pair who's got 30 or total above 100. So I think they're probably 5 to 10 runs short of what they would have liked to have been at this point. But still, 46 is better than 30. So it's a good start from Megan.
Yeah, Jess Adams, the bowler, and the Queensland captain, gets it to the net off the first delivery, away for her first runs. 2 of them, in fact. Oh, misfield into the side net for 2. Three Dixon sisters in the team, again for Queensland. A bit of a family affair. Always great to see them playing together.
Shot. Yeah, it's special to see it because they just absolutely love playing in the same side together. It's the best week of their year when they get to all come together. So it's pretty special to be able to witness it.
Yeah, it's rare enough you get 2 siblings playing in a national final, let alone 3.
Great delivery.
And another one. It's going to be third ball here. Big opportunity for Jess Adams and Victoria. Queensland will have to score or they'll lose a wicket. Score they do. An excellent shot there from Kat Dixon to close out the over. They were on third ball, but still 7 runs from it. Good batting from Queensland and a great start to this third pair.
Yeah, pretty confident start from the 2. I really like the line that Adams bowled to Kat at the back end of that over. If they can keep it there, they could cause some problems for both the Dixon girls.
Laura Shaw will bowl her second over.
Interesting choice for Laura to go around the wicket. Natural in-swing bowler. I know I find sometimes people with that natural in-swing action, when you go around the wicket, can stand you up a little bit taller and therefore you lose your swing.
Here she is. Straight to Jess Adams. They've got 2 on the legs for that shot. Jess Adams it was who hit a 7 off the second last ball last night to tie the game. Nerves of steel.
And also witnessed something I've never seen before, and that is Nick Martin batting last in a game.
Yeah.
But I think Jess would have known that it was all up to her. I've never seen Marto hit a 7 either.
Straighter field, a deep straight field here. And
well played.
Yeah. The Queensland skipper knows where the gap is now and just found it.
It's been a good over so far from Laura though. She's bowled excellent line and length. You see Nick Martin trying to get in Megan's ear.
That's unusual for Marto.
You think she'd mellow in her old age, but no.
Not a chance. Two balls remain for Laura Shaw.
Shot.
Yeah, really well weighted from Kat Dixon. Was set up early. All too often you see people threw their shot too soon. She waited perfectly. Lovely shot for 2.
So it does, and I think Nick's realised that as well, bringing Dan Montague on, strike bowler for Victoria, and I think it's a key moment in the game right now. I actually think Nick's managed her bowlers really well this game. You could see to Dools and Sam, she bowled a lot of outswing bowlers, which I would say is a great matchup to them. And then to these two, she's bowled in swing. So this is the first outswing that we've seen to this pair. So it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Well, almost had immediate impact. Dot ball to start.
Sorry, Dan can surprise you a little bit first ball because she's a fair bit quicker than the rest of the Victorian lineup. Shot. That is a great shot.
Absolutely. There's something to be said for just hitting the gap. You know, people worry about the down up, fine. You know, if you can hit it, good on you, but nothing wrong with that. A flat shot through the gap for the big 3 for Megan Dixon.
Shot. Well fielded.
Yep. Kept off the net by Shaw.
You can see the camera angle from the keeper's end. It really is a big gap with Nick sitting deep in that back court.
Yeah.
There really is a big gap between the leg side fielder.
And I've seen the ball get hit through that gap multiple times throughout the tournament to field set like this. Two runs to the Queensland captain. The score building nicely now for this partnership. You said before they might feel like they're a few runs behind where they want to be. This pair looking good to get them up to that sort of 75 run mark and perhaps even north of it and in position for 100.
Yeah, I hope you haven't jinxed them, Cam.
I've done it a few times.
Not doing your job properly as a commentator if you don't.
Yeah, true. So 9 runs off that over, another good one for Queensland. And as I say, really well placed heading into this final over. This is going to be a crucial over here for Victoria. There's some discussion about who's going to bowl. It looks like it will be Adelaide Campion, who's talking about the field settings for her.
Am I correct? This is her first over?
It is, yeah. So, once again, if we're going to have Jess Adams is at a, sort of a short mid-on. And Danny Montague, so she's asked her not to be quite so straight. So Jess Adams now almost a traditional 3-line position. Montague much deeper. And the ball, sort of short and over off stump. Gets hit for 2.
This puts so much pressure on the bowler. There's only one line you can bowl there.
Yeah. And Jen, I'd love to have a conversation with either Nicole Martin, Ross Gregory. Tell me what the plan is here. Now Jess Adams straight.
Well played.
Yeah. 2 runs for Megan Dixon through square leg.
I just feel like the field's set up for full tosses on their legs.
Yeah. It makes sense to me if you're bowling to batters who have to drive, no matter what. But Queensland don't at the moment. Okay, so that's gone to Montague. Fine, it maybe kept it a dot, but if Montague's on the 3-line, then Shaw gets that ball. Might run, but...
I just think you can only bowl that ball that she's just bowled there. Like, you cannot miss anywhere but there.
Yeah. 28 now on the board for this pair, still 2 to come.
I might add a stretch, understand it for Megan, who drives a little bit, but Kat's not a huge driver of the ball.
And again, the gap is there, and Megan Dixon is a quality enough batter to just play to that gap.
I can tell you one thing, as a batter, I would absolutely love to be batting with a field like this. The big thing about indoor cricket is pressure.
Yeah.
And there is nothing more pressure-filled than 3 fielders right in your face.
Absolutely right. And what a third pair that is for Queensland. 30 runs from them to move to 76, and within striking distance of those 3 figures here in the women's final. It's Victoria up against Queensland. I'm Cameron Walter, with me, Jude Coleman. And that field set up, okay, if you hit every ball to that line you can bowl, all right, it's effective. But as you say, it puts plenty of pressure on. Be interesting to see if they persist with it. Chelsea Gann and Emily Valance batting last for Queensland. 2 young members of the side. I believe this is Chelsea Gann's first year, is it, with the Open Women?
I think she played last year, but it could be her first final, potentially.
Right.
I may be wrong.
I'll have to go and look at last year now. And that's 2023 women. You're right, she did play last year. So second year and first final, as you point out. Potentially?
Yeah, potentially.
I mean, I've obviously seen Chelsea Gann bat. I just don't remember, or play, I just don't remember which game.
Yeah.
Jess Adams is going to bowl. Chelsea Gann did play the final last year as well, so there you go. Just got to forgive our memories. And she's away in this final, 2 runs. Ooh, half a chance. They get through. Through for another single. Might look at, while I've got it in front of me, last year's grand final. Queensland batted first on that occasion as well, put on 122, courtesy of a third pair batting masterclass with Sam Dixon and Peter Donovan putting on 45. As Adams continues.
Yeah, shout out to Pete, should be watching at home with a new bub.
Excellent. And Victoria in reply, managing 74. They didn't quite have the runs that day. Let's see how they go today. Driven and left by Adams. Campion does the tidy up. The dot ball with 1 to come. And brings the over to an end. A great start. And 8 runs off the over for Queensland. It's been, I've been reminded, and this is making me feel bad now, Chelsea Gann was actually the player of the final last year. It's how much of a blur some of these years become, folks. And where's that game gone? I had it open in front of me a second ago. There it is. 14 runs with the bat, couple of wickets. Great to see. And here they are now, 84 on the board, 3 overs to come. It's still in the balance this game. Nicole Martin She's going to bowl her second over number 14. Starts with a dot. It's 2 runs. $100 looking very gettable from here for Queensland. Victoria in search of a wicket. Haven't taken one since second ball of the 8th over. Oh, going to say if Nicole Martin got a wicket from that, that would be a purchase and a half.
It is a specialty of Marto to get a wicket off not so great ball. She's been known to get double bouncer bowls, and
I consider myself a member of that club.
She's going to ask that I never commentate again because I've given her a bit of cheek.
Oh, it's the way it's got to be.
She'd expect it from me.
100%. Oh, left by Martin. Campion misses it and a late decision to run. Chelsea Gann gets 5. Oh dear. That hurts. Late in the innings. Nine runs off the over. Another great one for Queensland. They're on 93. Still 2 overs remain. Wouldn't they love a wicket right about now, Victoria?
Yeah, they're going to need, I know it's only 2 overs left, but they need to inject some energy or something into the field. They're looking very flat, have done for the last 5 or 6 overs. And yeah, it's hard to take wickets when you're flat in the field. Can see Nick trying to do that now.
Yes. Webber the bowler starts really well. Big shout. It's off the leg though. Drop ball.
Another great piece of work from Maddie.
Yeah, unsighted. Watch the keeping here. Moves across.
It's great.
Yeah. And bails off at a flash too. Third ball opportunity here for Victoria. Queensland have to score. Full. And that's an excellent shot from Gann. Got to the pitch, didn't try and overhit the ball. Happy to just take it down up. Didn't find the net, but gets off third ball. I've always loved Chelsea Gann's positivity on the court. She's always got a smile on her face, always giving it the thumbs up.
She's been like that for as long as I've known her. I coached her in an under 15 regional side at school, and yeah, she's just got such a great attitude.
That no doubt serves her well in life, not just in sport. And 3 runs there to Valence. Been quietly accumulating. Oh, the net almost did the fielding. Chelsea Gann had to get the dive in. There's that thumbs up again. Two balls to come. loose shot. Will be 2 in the book. And they move past 100, Queensland, with an over to play. Looking very good here in this final. And just having a look at Victoria's tournament. Yes, they've got plus 100 a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times if you count the prelim as well. But against Queensland, it's been 56 and 81, which is the more telling statistic. So this is already going to be a massive chase for Victoria. Can Adelaide Campion haul them back with a wicket or 2 in the final over here?
You can probably add an extra 10 runs onto the scoreboard when it's a final too.
Definitely. The pressure of a run chase, we've seen that in both grand finals so far this morning. Chance needs to hit. Oh, they haven't had an opportunity like that in a while, Victoria. It was a good piece of fielding from Ball. She's followed this into the net. Good balance. Ended up down on the knees, but good position to throw. She's had a good look at the stumps. Hasn't missed by much. Misses all the same.
It would have been very interesting if they take that wicket, because we all know with indoor cricket just how quickly momentum can swing, and if you take the momentum into your batting innings with a couple of wickets, and that could still happen with these 4 balls left.
Another opportunity for Balls. The radar not quite on. Needed a direct hit. Big dive from Chelsea Gann. No run. It's another 30-run partnership here for Queensland at the moment.
Shot.
Brilliant. Brilliant from Chelsea Gann. It's a bit of a weapon. Huge runs for Queensland late in their innings. Happy with a single. That dot ball, I should say. That brings the innings to a close. 109 on the board. Victoria will need 110 to take the title away from Queensland. And if they do that, it's going to be quite the run chase, folks. Thank you so much for your company here for the women's final, the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. We'll take in some highlights from the innings. If you've just tuned in, I'm Cameron Walter. With me is the Hall of Famer, Jude Coleman. And just look at that innings, Jude. 22, 24, 30, 33. That's just the definition of building to a great total, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty clinical Queensland performance, I think. And Victoria threw a lot of their best bowlers in those first couple of pairs, but they just handled the pressure, and then the last 2 pairs were able to capitalise on that in the end. So they'll be very happy with that total.
How do Victoria go about this run chase?
Yeah, look, I think they've definitely got the batting line up who could chase this, but I think they'll need Queensland to bowl poorly. If Queensland bowl well and don't give a lot of extras away, then I think it'll be very tough work for Victoria. But yeah, they've got a pretty well-rounded batting lineup. They've got a solid batting opening partnership, and then when you've got experience like Nick Martin in the side, it's definitely doable.
So, folks, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, it's the run chase here in the women's final. A recap what's happened already today. We've had the 2 underage grand finals, starting with the under-22 women, where Queensland were victorious, 111 to 82, and then the under-22 men, Queensland again over New South Wales, 99 to 80. Jude Coleman, Thanks so much for your company. You're going to have a break now. Enjoy the rest of the game. And the run chase about to get underway here. It's going to be Maddie Wright and Isabella Weber batting first for Victoria to get this run chase underway, and joined now in the commentary position by another legend of the game, Wendy Kemp. Wendy, how are you?
Good, thanks, Cam. How are you?
Great, good to see you. And what do you make of the game so far?
Oh, it's in the balance, isn't it, at the moment? We've seen on these large courts at Casey, teams can chase 110. So it really is going to depend on how tight Queensland can bowl and what lines, I think.
No question. So with Maddie Wright, Isabella Weber at the crease for Victoria, Sam Dixon has the ball in hand. For Queensland, Victoria will need 110. It's going to take some getting. And they've got the batting, they've got the space in the court, as you point out. The run chase starts now. It's a good start there for Maddie Wright. It's a rock-solid bat for this Victorian side.
Yeah, Maddie had a cracking World Cup tournament here 2 years ago. She really stood up, and we just saw her bat so well in that carnival. So
even we were talking earlier with Jude Coleman coming into the final for the injured Delane Yowie. You must have felt good having Maddie Wright to call on under those circumstances.
yeah, it was massive shoes to fill for Mads, but she just performed so well all week that we had that belief that she could step up in the big game, and she honestly didn't let us down.
There's a wide from Sam Dixon. There's two in a row now. A couple of easy runs early for Victoria.
I've noticed throughout the week some of the girls have been spraying the ball a little bit wide. Any thoughts around that, Cam? Or
Honestly, yeah, I do have some. Watch this delivery. I think, and this might explain some of the field settings we're seeing, I feel like the bowlers are starting to overthink cricket and not just keeping to a simple plan. They're like, oh, I've got to hit this exact spot, or I'm afraid I'm going to get hit to the wire. And it's too much pressure on them, and B, what that's doing is creating these unforced errors, I should say.
yeah, echo your thoughts, mate. Exactly. They're just pushing for that little bit too much sometimes, and I think if we can get back to bowling really nice tight lines and creating pressure with dots and ones, we see Queensland get on the front foot trying to defend this total.
It's third ball here. The Sky has to change it to wide. Right goes anyway. Calls Weber through. They'll get 3 off that last delivery. And that's a great first over in the end. 9 runs from it.
Victoria will be very happy with that. It's a nice settler in a grand final to get out there. No wickets. Like you say, put 9 runs on the board. It goes a long way to chasing this total down.
Like to see Victoria here almost treat it like an outdoor game and value their wicket that much. They don't lose a wicket in this innings, or even if it's a 1 or 2, 110 becomes that much easier. They place high value on their wicket, low risk. Easier said than done against an attack like Queensland, but we'll see how it unfolds.
We've got MV with the ball here for Queensland.
Oh, straight to Gann, who puts it down. They get away with one, Victoria. Aggression there from Weber was probably there to hit. She didn't get the height on it that she wanted. Man.
It's one normally Chelsea would swallow up at the back there, so just maybe a little bit of nerves in the grand final. But I think they'll like the M's pitching the ball up and creating some chances.
I think that's one of the other things that a number of bowlers are afraid to do that, to pitch the ball up. You want to invite the drive. You do. If it's short, people can rock back, play from the crease, find their 2s in the front court. Get it up there, I say. Here it is again. It's a 3 this time to Weber. A direct hit there, she would have been out.
Yeah, Weber's showing an intention here, isn't she? She's not on the back foot. She's not scared to go after M. So this is a nice little challenge in place here.
Full face of the bat. Will be a single.
It's well bowled, but also well played from Mads. She didn't try to hit it too square, and she's happy to turn the strike there and just get the 1, keep the scoreboard ticking over. So
2 runs this time. Backward a point for Webber. 1 to come now for Valence. I keep alternating, I think, between Valence and Valence. Now, do you know how Emily pronounces it?
Valence.
Valence, good, yeah. I'll stick to that then. 1 ball left. It's a dot, but another good over there from Victoria. Riding their luck a little bit, but 8 runs from it. They're 17 after 2. Just thinking about the runs they've got to get here. It's interesting to me, last night's prelim final, 112 is what they needed to win. They got there on the last ball, but they've certainly proven that in a pressure game they can get those runs.
100%. Victoria have always been a very well-disciplined side with the bat. I'd expect nothing less from them today. They'll just pride themselves on trying to build a total here and try and chase the runs down. So it really puts Queensland under the pressure here to ask some questions and take that early wicket, I think.
Delane Yowie to bowl the 3rd over. Full toss, it's a no ball, plus runs. Now, there's a collision there and Maddie Wright is in some pain. We need some attention here straight away. I have a feeling she's done a shoulder here.
Queensland girls are showing a bit of concern there for
Yeah.
Mads, so everyone will be getting around her. Let's hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's clutching the shoulder. So the fielder was absolutely fielding the ball. There's no doubt about that. I'm just going to get some attention here from Maddie Wright and be interested to see even whether the ball... Well, see, this has happened again. That was a no ball, and he's put it in the book as 2. So that should be no ball 2. And he's put it in as 2 runs. He did this to Queensland, a run missing from Queensland's total. He's just done it again here.
Yep.
No
It's
ball.
definitely
2.
called no ball.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, shoulder.
Yeah. Again, absolutely nothing wrong with what's happened from a fielding perspective. She's fielding the ball. In fact, Maddie Wright, it's on her to avoid that.
Everyone had eyes for the ball there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just Maddie's got herself in an unfortunate situation trying to make the direct line to the stumps.
Yeah. And I find it very unlikely that she's going to be able to continue here. A great deal of pain. And so she has 2 minutes to be able to continue batting. And I think we've just about seen that 2 minutes go already. So she'll have to leave the court. And, of course, nobody's going to make her do that while it's unsafe for her to do so. But if she's there longer than 2 minutes, then she has to be replaced. And Queensland will be able to pick whoever that is.
It'll be an interesting selection here, Cam. Any thoughts around it? Or
Well, given that's the first batting pair, they can't obviously go on how this game's gone. They'll just have to go on previous occasions. And maybe think about, okay, they've got Delane Yowie bowling. Who will she be the most effective to?
who's the best matchup there?
Yeah, yep.
Exactly. Little moments like this can really change momentum within a game, so it'll be really interesting to see how both teams handle this.
Yeah, look, just as on the score thing again, we've seen, so in the first innings, there was a no ball plus 1. It only went in the book as a no ball. So that's 1 run short for Queensland. The Queensland side didn't notice, didn't do anything about it. The same thing's happened here. I think it's probably fair enough for Victoria because the injuries happened. So all attention on the injury. They're not looking at the fact that they only got 2 runs instead of 4 runs. Gee, I hope this doesn't go down
to a 1 run.
Yeah, I really hope it doesn't. Yep.
Do you think he could be considering at the moment whether he calls that dead ball because of the play hadn't been finished?
That's
and the
how I noticed.
Will bat change come back?
That's why I noticed, because I was looking to see if he put the runs in the book, and or whether it was going to be dead ball. That was what my thought went to. But I saw him put the 2 in. Now, what should be happening here? I know that Maddie Wright's getting the attention she needs, but they should have picked another batter by now. That should be ready to go. He's adjusted and put a no ball in. He might have got a message from somebody watching, or somebody did spot it. Thankfully for that. But now, for mine, Maddie Wright should not be able to continue this game.
Not by the letter of the law.
No.
You're completely right, Cam. It's a 2-minute injury assessment, and failing that, we normally do move on and pick another batter.
Yeah, well, she's going to continue. And I mean, that's very courageous. And as a fan of the game, I'm very pleased that she'll be able to continue because they're off to a great start here, Victoria, and they need her at the crease. So as a fan of the game, I love it. But as an indoor cricket rule nerd, she should not be. The 2 minutes was up. That's it. You either continue or you don't. But no one on the court's got a problem with it, so I'll shut up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see what Jules can do with this delivery now.
So she's in some pain. You can tell the big grimace there from Maddie Wright. Fighting through the pain, but hits a wire for her team. A chance at the top there. Webber was too slow out of the gate. Didn't run hard enough. And a run out at the top end. Yeah, look.
It was just that moment of ball watching a little bit and her weight got caught on the back foot. It was that transition to then take off, just caught her short of a crease by about half a metre.
Yep. And I think I saw Webber questioning why they ran. That call was Maddie Wright's. The ball's gone backward of square. It's Maddie Wright's call to make. She's going to the danger end. Got to trust your partner and go. Another great shot from Maddie Wright. Gee, I wonder if that shoulder's gone in and out.
Quite possibly, Cam. Yeah. You could see the concern around the Queensland girls for Mad, so...
Yeah, immediately. They were immediately signalling for help. 2 balls remain. Driven, and Webber finds the side net first and the back. It's 4 runs. Fights back from that run out. Was there to drive and right through the gap.
Handy 4 runs for the Victorians there. That just nullifies that earlier wicket within the over.
Oh. Edged it out. It took a couple of grabs. Maddie Wright, quite sure, looking for a big pull shot here. Got herself in all sorts. Finds the edge and 2 wickets off the over. But still 2 runs, so a positive one despite the loss of those 2 wickets. A big over coming up here. The final over of the run chase. The opening pair in the run chase, I should say.
Looks like Queensland are going to Ashley Doble, so obviously one of their seasoned campaigners, 4th over bowler, 4th over specialist, some would say.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if Ash can get her lines right here and really cramp Webber up for room.
And she does exactly that.
And just pace off. I think we've seen Izzy, she really likes to go after that full bowling with the pace on. So this is just something a little bit different from Doble. Hopefully she'll bowl a few cutters and get those lines nice and tight, and we'll see if Izzy's got an answer to that.
Oh, half a shout. Wright's home. 2 runs to Webber. Move into the 20s again.
Just so evenly matched at the moment, Cam. It's like every ball really matters. We talk about that a lot in indoor cricket, that it's the little moments that matter, and this is one of them.
Great shot from Wright. It does hit the keeper's net, so it'll be a single. Top ball there.
It's really well bowled from Ash. Again, just that pace off, but she chanced her arm and floated it up there a little bit. We saw Webber wanting to go after that, so good little match up there.
2 balls remain in the opening partnership for Victoria. Webber trying to play the down-up sweep. Instead it hits her on the legs. It'll be another dot ball, and they'll finish the partnership on 3rd ball. They will have to score from this last ball. Gee, this is a crucial moment in the final.
It's massive.
Oh, it'll be out. Oh, it falls safe. I don't believe it. Riding some luck, Victoria. They'll get 2 from the final ball and post 24 for the first 4 overs here in this run chase. Folks, thanks for your company. It's shaping up to be a thrilling women's grand final here at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. I'm Cameron Walter alongside Wendy Kemp. And Victoria have got 24 from the first 4. They'll need 86 from here off the final 3 partnerships, and that's very gettable. They're well and truly in the hunt here, and Laura Shaw and Ella Borch coming to the crease. They'll take heart from where they are.
Very evenly balanced again still, Cam. Laura Shaw, she's an experienced campaigner. She's a solid bat, so I think they'll be really looking at Laura to just steady the ship here and try and get another 25, 30 plus partnership. I think that's what the VICs will be chasing.
At the same time, just a couple of wickets can really break the game open for Queensland.
100% Cam. And the girls are leaning towards MV again, so bowling M out early. We'll see if Megan's got this one right.
Oh, I'll tell you what, a little bit of hesitation there. Turns out not to matter. Walsh home and Shaw gets a single. She's away. Straight to Doble on the 3 line. So, an opportunity again here for Queensland. 2 consecutive dots in indoor cricket means the 3rd ball has to be scored from.
Let's see if Am's going to change anything up or just stay with that same plan of being nice and full in at the stumps. There it is. It's got to go. Hesitation, that's out.
Yeah. Run out at the top and Queensland strike. No mistake there. Great wicket. And they strike early in this pair.
Just a very well executed play there. Megan got in position and a nice throw to the top, and Chelsea did the rest with her hands. So it was well done by the Queensland girls. Oh.
Well, what a comeback. Laura Shaw just guiding it through the gap. Got past Doble, found the side and back net for 4.
It's an interesting field placement there with the Queensland girls holding back on the 3 line. It does open up that big channel on the net there.
Yeah, we've been talking throughout a lot of games about a lot of teams starting their 3-line fielders deeper than what I would consider to be the traditional place, and it is creating that gap for people to hit through. That flat shot, that flat on drive, and I've seen a lot of teams get value for that shot.
Yeah, I think it's something we need to explore a bit more. I mean, from a batting perspective, and make sure that we haven't lost the ability to hit those drives and use those angles. I know we can really focus on our down-ups, hitting springs and banging 2s, but I think it's something that we need to re-look at within the game and make sure that we're still always looking to hit drives where they need to go.
I couldn't agree more, Hunter. There's 2 to Balch. Oh, it's out at the keeper's end. A big dive. Not enough to get across the line. Here it is from the reverse angle. Good call.
Some really good umpiring there. It was a nice tight call, but Sammy Dixon did really well to stay on her feet, move well to the ball, and then executed a nice little flick to Rick.
And these are big wickets in this second partnership already. This pair now under the gun. They've got to try and get the score 40 plus, as close to 50 as they can.
Yeah, in finals, you don't want to leave too much for your last pairs to chew off, that's for sure. So
There's that gap again. Morrishaw finds it, grabs 3.
you just see the experience of Shorey there. She knows her game and she knows where she wants to try and pick up those extra runs, and she's doing that by working that gap for 3 at the moment.
It's a no ball for height. So they got 4 runs for that.
Dills came into the game under a bit of an injury cloud. I think she did a hamstring early on in the week. But obviously she's done some fitness testing today and she's taken her place on the court for Queensland girls. They'll have a lot of belief in that.
Yeah, it's a big in for Queensland. The experience of Delane Yowie, unparalleled.
She's just someone that the girls really enjoy having out there. As a player that's played with her, she's fun to have on the court. So she just tends to ease the nerves a bit. So I'm sure that was a big bonus for the Queensland girls this morning when they named her in the team.
So some work to do for this second pair. It's not panic stations. They're on 7, still plenty of time. It's going to be Kat Dixon they have to contend with now. Who starts with the wides. Half a chance, I thought there. They get through for 2.
Yeah, I think Ella just played it with softer hands, so it didn't come off the net quite as firm to MV. But 100% right, Cam. A direct hit, I think she might have been in trouble.
Through for 2 is Shaw. They rebuild this partnership.
Shorey's super quick between her wickets. So she's one of the harder Victorians to run out. And we've seen that displayed there. She just makes it look easy. Oh, that's a ripper.
It is going across the line. Balch paying the price. Another wicket just as they were mounting a rescue mission here, Victoria. Kat Dixon strikes.
It's a very well bowled delivery from Kat Dixon there. She backed it up with another one with his.
And they scamper through for a single.
Some of that pressure in the field, maybe with the 2 on leg side. Ella's really looking to try and get that through that gap so she can turn the strike, and sometimes you just need to play straight down the line to those deliveries. Oh,
That's worth a shout. Balch is back. And that wicket pegs that over back to 2 runs. Megan Dixon is going to bowl the last over, and it needs to be a big one here for Victoria. Oh, look, that said, 40. If they're on 40, they're still in the game, but gee, they'd feel a bit more comfortable if it was closer to 50, wouldn't they?
Definitely can.
Here's the Queensland captain, driven for 3.
It's a good start from Ella there. She was still confident, jumped on the front foot, and definitely punished that overpitched ball from Megs.
Chance, needed to hit. Shaw makes it ground. They keep the score heading in the right direction.
Really good fielding there from Megan Dixon, following through from her bowling, making sure that she was between the ball and the net. It's little moments like that that Megs will look to try and make sure that they're keeping the Vics to dots and ones in this run chase. Will be really important as the pressure builds throughout the game.
Oh, great shot. Laura Shaw showing her class. And they get to that 40-run mark, so they're hanging in there, Victoria.
Big 2 balls left here. Could have a big impact on the outcome of this game.
Full. There's a chance, but Porter's home. They'll grab the 2. One ball left in the partnership. 4 back to 18. It'll be a dot to finish. 18 is where they'll stay. 42 on the board. It is absolutely advantage Queensland at this point, but Victoria, they're hanging in there here in the women's final at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. Thanks so much for being with us, folks. I'm Cameron Walter, with me, Wendy Kemp. It'll be our pleasure to take you through the closing stages of what's shaping up to be an exciting final. We're here thanks to the City of Casey, our major partners here at the 2024 National Champs. Now, thanks to them for their continued support of the event and our sport. And, well, said they sort of needed a minimum of 40, but they're still going to need, 68 runs. That's going to take some getting here.
Definitely. I think Ella and Shaw did really well to fight back there. I think the Queensland had them under pressure early. I think the Queensland girls missed a couple of opportunities, but the Vics really fought hard, and I think they've still given themselves a good platform here. This pair's going to be really important. We've got Addie Campion and Denny Montague for the Vics. Both season campaigners. Addie led the Vics side last year with the absence of Mardo, so the girls will be looking at her to get them underway.
And Remington, the bowler, starts well. It'll be a dot. And another one. It's going to be 3rd ball straight away for this pair. They need 30 plus here to stay in the game. They can't afford to lose any wickets. Crucial that Addie Campion can see this off. Oh, Remington goes through. Campion, the first wicket falls for the partnership, and a massive one it is. Just late on it, I thought.
She's a quality bowler, Ricky. I played a lot of cricket with Rick back in the day. She's always known to be quite aggressive, and she really skids the ball through. So she's going to be very difficult to get away in this situation. Oh.
Beaten again over the top of the stumps this time. This is a great start here for Queensland. Stamping their authority on this final.
Looked like it might have cut a bit off the deck, that one as well. So, very important touch on the ball from NV. Just creates a little bit more doubt in the Vic's minds when you can keep those balls off the net. If that one got over her, she would have knocked a 3, and that would have just made them settle in a little bit easier, I think, with the Vic girls.
So, -3 from the first over. A great one for Queensland. And the mountain just gets a little bit taller now for Victoria to climb. Chelsea Gann to bowl over number 10. I was guilty earlier asking Jude whether this was Chelsea's first year. She did, of course, play last year in the Open Women and was the player of the final, which I should know because I picked it.
She just has such good energy, Chelsea.
Yes, she does. Talking about her positive attitude earlier.
Just brings a vibe. She's upbeat. She's someone that I'd really enjoy playing with, I think, if I would have had the opportunity.
There's a comfortable 2 for Montague.
Yeah, that'll be a good nerve relief for Dan. Getting one under your belt like that where you can just stroll up the other end, it's always a nice feeling as a batter.
Two this time to Campion. First time she finds the net. Back into the positives now.
Good use of the crease there for Dan. She got over to the off stump, went back, which really opened up that leg side for the 2-shot.
Nice little rebuild here for Victoria.
Yeah, it's really good composure from this pair at the moment. And you'd expect that. They're very experienced campaigners.
Oh, use of the feet. Can't get to the pitch of it. And just as we were admiring the fight back, Montague leaves the crease, and Delane Yohe's going to get that every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
A little commentator's curse there, maybe, Cam.
Yeah. So just 2 runs from the over. They remain in the negatives. Victoria in a world of hurt now. They're at 69 runs away and 6 overs remain. So it's going to have to be 6 almost perfect overs from here if they are indeed going to win. Queensland on the march for their 6th title in a row.
So it's superstars everywhere, the Queensland team at the moment. Sammy Dixon, she, again, like Mads, had a really standout World Cup year 2 years ago here. I think she's been one of the dominating forces in ladies cricket, so it'll be interesting to see here what Sam could bowl in this over.
It's a single to Campion off the first ball. And a dot to Montague. Basically need 10 plus an over from here. And every over that they don't turns the subsequent overs into needing 12, 13.
Just increases that run rate, doesn't it, Cam?
Now, yeah, they certainly don't want to just start slogging, but we probably will need to see them take a few chances. So you're not going to win the game with ones.
Yeah, Dots and ones are a win for the Queensland girls at the moment, so the Vics just need to be looking to get on that front foot. I know Dan's got a good drive on her, and I'm sure Addie can as well, so Sam Dixon really needs to be holding her length back here and just trying to make sure she hits the deck.
Two runs to Campion on the onside. Doesn't go to hand for Valance. Suspect it's a moot point. Campion would have been home.
It's really well bowled from Sam, so off pace, that little change-up cutter she bowled there. Like we're saying, she probably wants to err on the side of not over pitching and not giving away those loose runs. So for her, she looked like she was bowling a 1 or a 2 there, which.
No, should have been hip to the run there. Campion's ready to go. Montague's got full vision of it. The ball's in the back of the court with no one near it. You've got to run. They don't do it. They're now on third ball.
And in a run chase, so it's little moments like that they've got to take every advantage here, the Victorians, if they want to keep their last pair, needing maybe 40-odd runs to chase this down.
Well, they're a long way away from that. It's still 65 runs away now, so this over's got to be a huge one. For me, it's time to go. I mean, it's easier said than done. It's Ash Doble, who's an absolute superstar and has been for many years, but it's time to go. Get full face.
Couldn't agree more, Cam. Right now is the moment they need to push for something here.
Yeah, and Campion was looking to do that. The ball, though, was wide. So maybe we will see that caution thrown into the wind here.
And just that little movement forward, I think, pushed Doble to push that down leg side. I think she saw the batter coming, wanted to drop back a length and just overcorrected that little bit.
Just be a single. Again, it won't be enough. Queensland tightening their grip now on another title.
Oh, really well bowled there from Dobes. Just nice areas, making it hard for Dan to get that ball away, and especially hard to push for more runs, Cam.
That's right, yeah. And I mean, that can't be overstated. It's all well and good if I say, oh, they've got to go, but if the ball's a good ball, it doesn't matter, you can't. There's Montague forcing the issue. It's only 2, though.
You can see as soon as Doble gets that ball just that tad full, of the girls feel more comfortable at chanting their arm. So I'd expect this one from Dobes to be into the deck again.
Oh, electric gloves from Delaney Yowie. A leg side stumping. How quick were those bails off? But Campion hadn't moved. Or had she?
Let's have a look at this one. Oh,
she's
just
back.
in.
Yeah. Brilliant keeping. Still 3 to come. See, I mean, even some of these, I'd like to see, like to your point, Doble getting it into the deck, back foot, pull shot for 7. You know, it's.
And that's what we talk about, Cam. We can't let the bowler dictate to us, so we need to be using our crease in this situation. And like you say, moving back in your crease, give yourself a bit of room and change it up, do something different for a different outcome.
A dot ball to finish. A great set of 4 again for Queensland. They've restricted the third pair to 12 runs, and they'll need 56 runs from the final pair which would probably be the highest partnership of the tournament. It's not impossible, but it will be incredibly difficult for Victoria from here. It is the women's final here at the 2024 Indoor Cricket National Championships. It's Cameron Walter here with Wendy Camp, and Queensland have just been on the money. They've bowled tight and have converted the chances that Victoria have offered them, and that's why they're in the position they're in, looking good for a 6th straight title.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see how many dot balls Queensland have bowled today. Earlier in the week, I thought we were bowling with too much width and letting teams off with too many free opportunities, but I feel like today they've kind of got it right. They've bowled better lines, better areas, and created more pressure that way.
21 dot balls, I can tell you. Yep.
But look, you never say never when you got Nicole Martin on the court. She has so much belief. I think the Victorian girls will still hold a little bit of hope here that she can do something really special and chase this score down.
She's to Remington, who's on the money again. Bowled a brilliant first over that went dot, dot, bowl, dot, 1-1. Another dot, so 3rd ball again. And every dot's almost like a wicket here for Queensland. They're that far in front.
Exactly. That's all Queensland need to do is bowl dots, 1s, even 2s at this stage, and the Vic's going to find it really difficult to chase these runs down.
Yeah, through for a single off 3rd ball. Still 55 away. Great shot from Adams, her first ball.
Adams was able to hit the winning runs last night against
the runs
the
to
SA
tie
girls.
the game. To tie the game. Yeah.
It was a big play, so let's see if she can punish some loose bowling today.
Yeah, well, they'd love a couple of 7s. But again, they've got to go now. So, I mean, use that ball last night as an example. She had to hit it for 7. She advanced. She did.
Used her feet.
Yep.
Yep, exactly. Changed it up. So.
Oh, fantastic. We've lost the scoreboard in the venue, but it's not sure why we need to stop the game, though, to be honest. Or has the laptop gone dead? Betcha the laptop's gone dead, which is not a good thing. That scoreboard will stop. I'm just going to take a photo of this innings. Missed some of it. We're going to have a short delay here while the scoreboard gets sorted. It's one of the things when you rely on a laptop these days rather than the old
paper school sheet back in the day when we were playing.
Yep. So it's gone down. The score is on 57 with 2 balls to come, and we're going to have to await the laptop to get sorted.
So for the girls here, they've got to try and stay warm, keep moving to when the game does kick off, they're ready to go. Particularly the Vic girls here, like they don't have any more balls to waste. They really need to be going from ball 1.
Absolutely.
When Queensland start bowling again, so it's really important that they stay ready and in the game.
The computers come back. I'll just have to dial into it here. You'll have to excuse my divided attention for the moment, folks. I'm dialed into that scoreboard to try and resurrect this game. Be interesting to see. No, the fixture is gone. So we're going to need a moment here. What we might do on commentary is we'll just go to some music while we get this sorted. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back shortly. with you, folks. We just had to reassemble that score sheet as fast as we could. The scoreboard is right, and we're back underway here at Casey Stadium. Apologies for the delay. We're going to have to reconstruct that scoreboard later on. There are still 3 overs left in the match.
Some excellent bowling figures there from Ricky Lee Remington. 4 wickets for no runs. Done exactly what her team needed today with the ball. She is an exceptional bowler and she hasn't let her side down today.
So the scoreboard telling a bit of a lie there. Andy, she had one for minus something, I think, because we don't have the individual stats back in.
Stitch me up, Kev.
Yeah, I have. I've done that. You and everyone else. We've not seen that. The scoreboard failed. Normally it sort of caches the game, but not this time. We've come back and it's all gone.
Got young Kat Dixon here for Queensland, bowling the 14th over. 15th over, sorry.
No, it is the 14th.
14th.
Yep. And still a mountain to climb here for Victoria. 47 runs away with just 15 balls remaining. Into the front court field will be a dot. There's a little opportunity there, but the ball falling away.
It's an unusual position that Nick Martin finds herself in. She generally opens the batting or second drop. I can't recall a lot of times she's closed the batting for Victoria or Australia, so she'll be a little bit outside of her comfort zone here, having a crack.
Kat Dixon goes through Jess Adams. Queensland really sealing the deal here. It's going to be 6 titles in a row for them. Amazing. What a dynasty.
How enjoyable is it to watch Kat Dixon play indoor cricket? Biggest smile.
Yeah. Loves every minute of it.
Good comeback there from Adams.
Yeah, they finished with 3 from the over, moved the partnership to 7. 2 overs remain in the match, and it's all sealed up. There's no way Victoria can win from here. It's proving to be a comprehensive win for this incredible Queensland side.
We've got young Chelsea here bowling the 15th over of the match. Adams has no choice here but to go.
Yeah. Too wide to start. Oh, it'll be out. Chelsea again takes the return catch. Another wicket falls. It's just a question now of what this margin will be.
Marto did well, everything right there. She used her feet, tried to get to the ball, but then just needed that commitment to go through with the shot. As I said earlier, just out of character for her in this particular role. Felt like the Queensland girls were quite nervous when they batted Cam, so I'm sure there's a sense of relief out there. I think there's a lot of expectation on them to come here and try and win their 6th title this week. So I felt like when I was in the grandstand watching, they were a bit nervous and just a little bit off their game early on with the bat, but they've really showed their composure out there in the field.
And that's, to me, is the difference between good sides and great sides, is to not let those nerves get the better of you. You get through, you settle into your game, and then you make the other team pay. Top ball to finish, just 4 runs from it, and 1 over remains now in the grand final. We will wrap up commentary at the conclusion of the match, but invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to stay on the stream. You'll see us present the Shield to Queensland for their 6th title in a row. There was a gap in the middle there for the pandemic, so they've been the champions for, I guess, 8 years, nearly a decade.
It's been a long time. Fitting that their captain Megan Dixon's having the last over. I'm sure she would have had a massive week. It's a mentally challenging week when you're leading a side like this, and she always leads by example, so she'll want to finish this off in good style for the Queensland girls.
So wide, they're going to have the ball again. Got to get your money's worth, punter. There's another one.
A few sore bodies out there too. There's a lot of games of cricket being played, so.
Yeah.
Okay, put you on the spot. Men's grand finals coming up. What are we thinking?
Look, it really would be hard to see the Australian Capital Territory go down. They've been a gun side all week. They destroyed Queensland in the major semi by 102 runs, but you just can never write a Queensland side off, can you?
The ACT boys were so clinical. Thursday night it was, wasn't it? Seems like ages ago. There's been so much cricket played here at Casey. But it was just a spectacle to watch. So if they can put a performance like that together today, I agree, they're going to be a hard side to beat.
That match coming up in around about 15 minutes' time. There might be a short delay to the start of that, given the couple of delays we've experienced here in this women's final. The 3 balls remain in this match. There's interesting little high play there. That's in. Jess Adams was in. It's a dot ball, and 1 ball remains now in the grand final.
There's a little celebration there from Megan Dixon, a little fist pump, I think. So that's probably just a bit of that relief that we were talking about before.
Yeah. And a single to finish, and Queensland complete a comprehensive win here in the women's final. They have won their 6th title in a row. That is the definition of domination. What a game it's been from them, and don't they know it? They are celebrating hard. Disappointment for Victoria. They're a quality side full of superstars, and we know that they'll be back and look to break that dynasty, which just this year is not the year. We'll wrap up shortly, but Wendy Kemp, your final thoughts on that grand final?
Yeah, look, congratulations to the Queensland girls. I think they showed their experience and their belief in what they do and how they go about it. Like you said, Vic side, I have no doubt that they'll be back bigger and better again next year. So looking forward to what that looks like.
Absolutely. Well, we'll wrap up our commentary now. Again, you can stay on the stream to see the presentation of the Shield. But for now, Wendy Kemp, thanks so much for your company. Ladies and gentlemen at home, thank you for yours. Until next time, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching. Please show your appreciation for our 2 grand finalists, Victoria and Queensland. And now, please put your hands together for a fantastic team. They couldn't get the job done today, but they're a team of stars, and we know that they will be back. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 runners-up, Victoria. That, of course, brings us to our champions. Please put your hands together for Queensland. And the time has come to present them with their shield. Here are your winners and still national champions, Queensland. That's a great piece of fielding.
One for the leg spinner.
Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out, but that'll do.
Opportunity. Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Kosky at the back.
Left indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.